All right, we're live. First game, Titans Battalion Tournament, 27th of May, 2025. I am Roland, and I am playing Shang-Chi with the Black Pieces versus the Holy Empire. Okay. And now my turn has begun. First issues. Oh,
Should we talk to each other for games in DMs?
yeah. Go ahead and DM Lolo for your
You
game.
already sent me one. How do we get the timer to do what we want?
So you need to create a new game in on the initial link. I'm in the middle of my game, so I don't know if I'm the best person to try to walk you through it. Okay. Ah, fuck. Let me open the Shang-Chi fucking guide document just in case. I need to verify some dumb shit. What's the what's the game? That there. Okay. Da, da, da. I need the opening salvo. Soldiers or pawns. Good. Second question. It doesn't matter if it's moved or not, it only
Oh,
matters it's on the front line. Good, good. Okay.
okay. Per turn, add time delay what?
You're
Okay, I'm
you're
doing
gonna
delay.
you're doing 5 second delay, countdown 20 minutes. Lolo probably knows how to set it up better than you, so you can ask him too. All right. For this, we're gonna start here.
Hey, Missy.
I've already used a minute. It's only been 3 moves. Fuck.
And the turn order is what now? Do.
All right.
Is it okay if I like do the screen share thing?
Uh, you can share screens and like ask Potat, but again, for your match, DM Lolo. Determine who gets to choose going first and second. It's best of one. And then it's, if you recall, um, the player going second chooses board, then both players choose battalion. And that's everything you need for setup once you have the timer going.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it looks like I'm gonna go first because of the way the Swiss is ordered.
Oh, does Swiss tell you whether to go first or second?
So it's player one, then player two in the list in the rounds. So it would be Water
Oh.
Maloney going before True Titan. You'd be going before Alexander, and I'd be going before Lolo.
Right. Okay. We already started our game, but I didn't realize that. All right. Time for Alexander to forget about 4 wins. Alexander did not forget about 4 wins.
Now I'll just ask him if he wants to be white or black. It's not like a major ranked tournament or anything.
I mean, technically every tournament is still for a title right now because we're so early. There's only been 2 titles given out, so we're just going to hand them out like candy and then do title matches as thing goes on. Alright, I'm deafening. I also want my music back. Is this one? This one? Fuck. Ooh. That's one of the moves of all time. They're both protected though, so it's not a real threat. I guess he might just want to unpin. In that case, let's bust this the rest of the way open now. We will play from here. Alright. I need to get him into time trouble. Otherwise, there's no way I got this. Ooh.
Admin time.
Alright. 4 wins. So 4 wins means he cannot capture diagonally here, but he can capture forward instead. And that affects every piece that captures diagonally, so both of his cardinals, all of the pawns, and the king. That's kind of fine. It's not a real threat, just because I have other stuff I can do. It is something I have to think about, but the main thing is that he threatens, I move the elephant. We're kind of okay. Otherwise, it is time for me to start finishing development and threatening new shit. Okay, he has finished his time for the turn. I need to decide which of these chariots I'm going to rank and which one I'm going to file. I think it makes the most sense to file this one. He's just going to keep pushing the pawn, thinking he has the ability. I have to respond with the elephant move. It's more than okay. There is an argument for doing other stuff, but I'm just in development mode right now. A smarter move may have been to move the rook forward too and force the pawn to move forward, but I don't like that because it blocks my elephant in. Yeah. This is forced. He's at 13 minutes. Alright, and now I can move rook up and over, re-threaten the siege tower, force it to move away, and kill the pawn. Easy day. This is just an overextension. The only thing that could throw that off would be something like this, but this also doesn't work or do much. In fact, don't I just capture the cardinal here? capture Cardinal, and then you have to choose between killing the cannon or losing the siege tower. So siege tower moves, and then my cannon just comes back. Huh. And what, you're trying to go after that pawn over there? Yeah, no. I'm gonna screw you over now. Oh, this feels like it works, but does it? Yes. I am up 5 minutes almost on the clock. Alright, let's see what he wants to do. Takes that way. Interesting. End turn, take this way, end turn. Duke in, okay. Neat. The Duke is threatening that horse. It's kind of fine. The check is coming. That's less fine. There's a lot going on here. The Duke is not threatening the soldier, to be clear. Only the siege tower is. So now it's time for me to use my time bank. So I need to protect that horse. And the Duke is blocking the horse protecting that. So what move could possibly do both of those things? Debatably, I'm kind of fine. Yeah. There is that. I don't need to protect it if I can counterattack. So is there a way for me to just protect both horses? That would be a move like that, moving this horse forward, and then they end up holding hands. I could also move this horse backward for a similar effect. And I'm up a siege tower for a horse right now, so this is definitely worth it. This is what I'm doing. My elephant is offsides thanks to the early pawn pressure, which is annoying. Siege tower comes forward with check. I block. I used 2 minutes on that turn. He's reading. Okay, I should be too. I still have 2 rooks and 2 knights effectively to fight with. Yep, takes there. Wait till the turn end. Alright, now which side? I say I should go this way, but the Duke is there. What's the issue with the Duke being there? That's the issue. Well, no, it's kind of fine, because you would only check on that axis. Yeah, we're good. I may have moved the wrong one, but I believe this is correct. And now this would threaten the Duke if it wasn't pinned. Can I unpin in any way? I'll just threaten the Duke with something else. This didn't work exactly how I thought it would, but it's fine. The board is super open, which is annoying, because, of course, they're maneuverable. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I can place my reinforcement soon. Wait till end of turn. Alexander said he misclicked. Oh, didn't see the elephant man. Do I allow the take back? It's Alexander, yeah. Took me a sec to think about it, though. Okay. Unfortunately, most of the squares are not safe. I'm amused. Okay. That's your move. I am now up a ton of time. I'm going to place this here. I just want the Duke gone. Keep it simple. There's one siege tower remaining. Okay, all of my material is in play. We're good. So, now the question isn't how to deploy any of this. It is... You sure you want these trades, my guy? Okay. Sure. He's getting frazzled. I think he's gonna resign here. Unfortunately, I believe my opponent is about to tilt. Yep, he resigns. Good game regardless. I had fun. And I win my round. Let me post scores and replays.
I lost in like 2 fucking moves. 3 moves.
All the game's already ended.
There it is. Where's scores and replays? I can't remember where my own channels are. There it is.
This is why I need to reorganize things, Roland.
I know, but there's just so much that happens in this server that it kind of needs to be separated like this, but there's still probably almost 100 channels if you include the archived and development ones.
God damn it.
Yeah, Alexander might be tilted out of his mind. He started being blundering and then getting frazzled and asking for takebacks, and then the takebacks led to worse blunders. It was a whole thing.
I moved 1 pawn and 1 archer.
And you got what, fools mated? Basically?
He moved his hearth. He moved his Titan once and his hearth twice, and his hearth mated me.
Yeah, you got fools mated.
I need to fucking like set up and exit. I forgot about
so
like
lost.
I'm gonna. Do I set up? Do I do the analysis?
Round 2 is
Also,
live.
true, I ended up playing Gote rather than Sente because we didn't understand that Challenge gives us first and second options. It's probably fine.
No. Challenge isn't supposed to be what's giving you first versus second. It's supposed to be chosen randomly.
Okay, so it was... Oh, it's supposed to be chosen randomly? We just ended up letting the person who wins the die roll choose to go first or second.
That's also acceptable.
Okay.
Okay.
So this
But
is...
don't go based on challenge ordering. That's silly.
Okay. Understood.
If he made 3 moves and I made 2 moves, did I lose in 2 moves or 3?
3. Technically 5, but we'll say 3. Congratulations, you've discovered a new scholar's mate. Okay. True, who won with your match?
Watermelon Lake.
Okay. So I'm facing Watermelonly now. Hey, Liam, try not to lose in 3 moves again.
Oh, who am I against? Wait. God damn it.
What?
Alexander's good, isn't he?
He's okay.
I said I'm ass, and you said everybody's ass, and I'm like, no.
It'll be fine. And to be honest, everybody is kind of ass, myself included.
Should I upload the game so we know the fucking
Yes.
scholars mate
Well,
against?
I think Lolo already did. N2. What am I fighting today? Watermelon's not in this chat, right? Yeah, no, it's just us 3. I am playing Shang-Chi. And I am the white pieces. Alright, let's get this party started. Let me verify the number of salvo I get. So for Golden Horde, it is up to 3 scouts. Yep, knew that was coming. Very first thing I need to do is accept the fact that that's going to die, more than likely. Well, do I stop that, is the question. I guess maybe I should have done an elephant opening and played super defensive. This is probably fine, but I don't like it. That opening Lancer also protects the entire, the entire 6th rank. Yep, and there's the second one. This is an easy move. I actually read this already. Let's see if loading rules are in fact remembered. I'm still going to do this. These are at 0, and the tempo is what it is. Okay. Noted. Let's do something funky. Let's see what he does from here. I'm preparing for a cannon reroute to fork the 2. Seen it coming. Okay. Alright, now we need to rank one of these rooks and file one of these rooks. Which one? I don't want to file on the one facing this, so I'm going to rank this one and file this one. I also want to restrict the movement of that Keshik, so I'm going to start here. I don't feel like I have invasion issues right now. Okay. The Keshigs be a common. Let's suppress that one's movement a little bit. This is a fairly normal move. Don't have to think too hard about that. This is a completely different beast than my last game. I don't have any easy cannon options. They've all been taken from me. I do have a time lead thanks to my early aggression and pattern recognition. Let's see. Normal developing stuff, I need to rank the other chariot. I need to fix the development of my other horse. I need to remove my cannon from the center square with tempo. That move, huh? Alright, so prioritization. The cannon decentralizing with tempo is probably the best thing I can do right now. But it's too much of a defensive weakness, and I need time to do this, so I'm going to do this first. We're within 30 seconds of each other on the clock. My cannons are holding hands. which is a blessing. It moves. That's fair. I can move my cannon directly into that line in order to block it, and also try to take a piece that's more worth it. The cannons are actually kind of strong, though. Well, let's... Is that real tempo, or is it fake? Having my cannons hold hands is actually major right now. Fuck it, we need to centralize that elephant stat. That opens up a weakness on my central pawn, though, which is annoying. Time is equal. Okay. Now I have time to move an elephant. Which one? I'm centralizing one of them. And that's also going to open up a square for deployment. This one. I like the path that this opens up better. I can always drop my cannon back. Goes there. Interesting. Now I can push this forward. One more square. Do I need to? Do I want to? There's only 2 left on the salvo. I think I have to spend a turn in order to not lose material. Which one? This one has better structure. Just gonna salvo that, keep it simple. I'm playing very reserved. So is Watermelonly. I don't see an easy way forward is the issue. Yep. Keshik forward. Always was going to happen. This does open up opportunities for me, though. Forward or backward? That's a good question. Forward is currently unprotected. It opens up oh, yeah, the protection matters. The Lancer. Almost forgot. There's almost a thing with the horse and the cannon interacting, but it doesn't work. It would only work if I was protecting the square the horse is going to go to, which I can't do yet, which is annoying. That also blocks off the ranking of my chariot. Man, it's so hard to actually get into this damn thing. The good news is this Keshig is nerfed, crossing the river. I could go here to block, but it doesn't do much. There are cannon reroutes that are interesting from the drop back that I just did. Watermelonly is reading. My elephants are not holding hands right now. Ah, that one? Intriguing. It also targets that, but that's protected, so that's fine. The obvious move is to move the cannon over now. Is there any counter-tempo opportunities? It's a very controlled, level-headed approach from my opponent. This is going to get into time pressure. I'm actually down on the clock now. What were my cannon plans there? No, I need to open up rook opportunities because I have I have rook opportunities. We're just gonna keep playing defense for now. Wait for Watermelonly to blink and try to get into time pressure. But to do that, I need to start moving faster. Okay, so we're blitzing this. That moves there. Interesting. Not a huge deal, to be honest. I literally just have to fucking forward step with the cannon. And what, you're gonna backstep? Nah, you want my horse, you can have it. I want your Keshik. Where's it going? Show me. If it goes anywhere on this column, particularly these 3 squares, I can just move the cannon over, and now you can't take due to the pressure on the Keshik. And then worst case scenario, I can always drop this here. That loses the horse, though. I don't want to lose the horse. The horse is critical. Yeah. The horse is both under attack and holding that, which is the problem. I can fix that with a... Ooh. Ooh. That's spicy. Okay, so if I go there, Keshik takes, I get the Lancer. Win-win. That's neat. Lancer takes, I get the other Lancer. Ooh. Lancer takes this horse, I get the Keshik, and the Lancer's still under attack. Beautiful. Let's see what you want. Alright. This move should get my time back. It's probably Keshik takes is the best move. If Keshik takes, I get the Lancer. With tempo on the other Keshik. Which is wonderful. Lancer takes. Okay. Still simple. Your turn. And that's tempo on the Keshik. I am now up 2 minutes on the clock. Beautiful. And all of my attacking power is now focused on the right side, and most of their defenses are on the left. So one of us is going to die from this, which is beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. I'm now up on material and up on the clock. Even though I messed up the timer. Let's see. That threatens that and that, which is kind of fine. Easy solution would be to go here. Okay, let's actually read this out. What is this threatening? This and this. That's it. What can I do to defend everything? This move with the cannon defends everything. And it counterattacks the Keshik and makes it go away again. So I don't see why I wouldn't do this, all things considered. Because what are you going to do? Take the cannon that is protected by my rook? Nah, you're still down a minute on the clock. Make your move. Let's see if Watermelonly remembers 4 wins. Wunderbar. Alright, I need to get this horse out of here. The fastest way is to start here. So, it's slow, but it's necessary. And then that gets my horse where I need it. And keeps the lance a little bit less involved. I almost have that bitch trapped. In fact, I might. Yeah. The Keshig barely escapes. Emphasis on barely. Alright. You're moving the Keshig over. Time to do something fun. Now then. I have this square protected, and it forks these two. Oh, wrong side of the river. It wasn't a true fork. But it does get me developed the way I wanted to. Let's start here. No. Archer. Okay. So that didn't do what I wanted it to. But my horse is in play in a nice spot, which is good. I could move this over and threaten the Keshig, and it barely escapes. It doesn't escape, it falls into a fork. That's funny. This is literally almost... Oh, you can move the scout to what? That square? Ooh, that requires one more turn of setup. What the... Back. Okay, we're still good. So if I do this, then they literally can't move the scout. And then it falls directly into my attack pattern. What can they do in the meantime? They're blocked, so they can't kill that. Done. I know that looks stupid, but if Watermelonly doesn't see what that does, I win. Watermelonly literally has to make that Keshik run right now. They have one legal move that doesn't lose them the game. Which is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Well, they might be able to pull it off as a Keshig for horse and rook trade, which actually isn't amazing. With some other moves. Yeah, that's another move that does it. Do I still try it just because it's an interesting sequence? Yeah, it is an interesting sequence. We'll start here. Okay. And then I get to do this move, which wins a Keshig. Am I wrong? Keshig takes horse. I take Keshig. King moves forward. Yeah, this looks like it works still. Okay. I might win a lot of material here depending how this goes. There's tons of questions that come up on this sequence. Okay. I will take here first. End turn. How do I want to do this? There's some reading that must be done. It's Keshig for rook. Okay, the issue is my horse. My horse is not in the best spot now. If I take there first, cannon for archer is kind of bad too. I could just do this. Oh, yeah. I guess I'm doing that. Misclick. Oh, I'm stupid. Damn. All of that for a misclick. I'm now down a cannon. Wow. Okay. Alright. Let's start consolidating. If we trade down now, what do I have? Nothing. I'm just losing. Oh, I have that still. So it's not the end of the world? Interesting. Oh, no, 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 no. You don't get to do that. That's an illegal move. Fuck it. My hands are shaking too much. Let's just force some trades. I just want to go to endgame and outread the endgame. I'm down on time now because of that. Fuck. I do have a pretty solid connection to some things. Do I keep my cannon and say cannon's better than archer? I think so. Let's be more careful not to have my shaky hands do stuff. So I'm going to keep my pointer finger off of the mouse for the moment. Try to mitigate this issue. I think that's nearly unstoppable. I see. Interesting threat. Wait for Watermelonly to end time. I don't have an easy way to fix my my elephant being weak here. That's interesting. Okay, so I got an extra minute off of that mistake. Easy check. Cannon would be hanging. Let's pick up that other archer real quick. Is it worth it? Yeah, kinda. I lose the cannon. It's check. Fuck. Is it mate? Ah, that's mate. God damn it. I didn't see that that was mate. I don't have a... Yeah, I missed that. I put it off too many turns. So the archer had a chance to escape, and I still lose the cannon. That's annoying. GG. Dang it. I missed a mate. I got mated. So Watermelonly kicked my ass and then has to leave? Rude.
It is currently me in heavy board trouble versus Lolo in heavy time trouble.
Yeah. Man. Alright. It looks like Watermelonly is going to be taking game losses after this round. Which probably means that Lolo is almost guaranteed to win unless we can take a game off of him.
I feel a little bad that my strategy has come down to flag the guy, but like,
It's the timer's a piece. If they sack the timer, that's their fault.
they're down to 17 seconds. Dang it, if I hadn't misplaced a piece having to give them an extra minute.
Yeah. I had a massive advantage, and then I blundered it away with a misclick, and then I missed a mate. So I lost the game. But it was very close. I was doing pretty well, all things considered. I kept finding crazy defensive resources that was catching Watermelonly off guard.
Okay, Roland, who won your game? Watermelonly?
Watermelonly. And then Watermelonly is gone rest of the tournament.
I may be doing poorly this tournament, but I'll
You're
be
out
coming
of
back
time.
next one with a vengeance.
Yeah, exactly. And I've at least figured out how to play Shang-Chi well, which is right now, for the foreseeable future, my main.
Well, that'll, knowing how to play that game well will hopefully help you next tournament.
Yeah.
There's gonna be one slight rules change that, I'll announce it at the end of this tournament.
Okay. Interesting. Watermelonly and I are actually still looking at lines. Because it was a very fascinating position. Oh, neat. Because the elephant is pinned. Huh. So I have to sack? Huh.
They missed the forced maiden too.
I mean, they're in time trouble, right? It's gonna happen.
Oh, that's mate. Okay. Oh yeah, and stalemate would have been fine in this matchup anyway, because there's no medieval.
Yeah. Well, stalemate's a win, but yeah. What are you playing?
Oh!
You lose again?
Yeah, but it came down to like, I just got outplayed in the end.
Yeah, me too. I lost. I had a massive advantage, but I misclicked a cannon move. Sad.
So Alexander won that vault?
Yeah.
Okay. Just confirming.
So all three of us just lost? Shit, damn.
Oh god damn it, we're playing.
Me versus you?
Yeah. You set up the board, I'll set up the...
Okay, round 3 is live. Lolo gets a free win since Watermelon only DQ'd.
I kept it cool until I accidentally let my timer run for 3 minutes.
Yep.
And then I started to like...
That'll do it. Alright, so
I tried to run his timer down faster by making fast moves, and I think I made I think I made a late game blunder because of that. I did get him down to 13 seconds though.
You want to go first or second here, bud? I think we already know what battalions we're doing.
First.
Okay, N2.
Let me do. Where's the link?
I think I DM'd it to you. Did I DM it to you? No, I didn't.
No, I'm not.
Let me send you the board. Sorry.
Damn right you are.
Let's see. Let's actually look at the rounds. Hopefully.
What did you say?
Okay, so
Into?
there's only going to be 4 rounds. So I need to win this one and then hope I get a matchup against Lolo. Man. You also could win this one and get a matchup against Lolo.
You mean the person I went up against in the beginning?
Yeah, that's unlikely, isn't it?
I think, at least in round robin, you're not supposed to fight the same person twice. I think it's the same in Swiss, right?
It's supposed to be the same as Swiss, yeah.
Round robin, there would be 5 rounds and everyone would play everyone.
Yeah. In the Swiss, I wouldn't play Lolo again, no.
Alright. And you're using Horde, right?
Yipper.
Aye, aye.
What are you using?
Shang-Chi.
Yay. This matchup is going to fucking suck.
I'm glad you're somewhat afraid of it. From my experience, Horde has all of the tempo early.
Yeah.
The formation's just too solid.
I'm not the best right now.
That's fair. A little rusty.
Yeah, I have to look up Shang-Chi. There we go. Shang Dynasty. What was it? The 4 wins?
Yeah, 4 wins, Laming and Leaping, Opening Salvo, King's Chariot.
Wait, I get lamed. Shit.
Only on my side of the river, or crossing to my side of the river.
Shit. Okay. That means I have to play full defensive. I don't see 4 wins. Wind? Wind. Why is that not in the document?
It is. Let me go to Alpha Battalion discussion and Shang-Chi Hope for Fun.
Oh, I'm looking in Shang Dynasty Hope for Simpler.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. It's the very first pinned thing in Alpha Battalion discussion, not expansions.
I was looking in resources.
Oh, I haven't updated that yet? Let me fix that.
Oh, Twin Sons gets fucking neutered.
They do.
Just hard. I mean, so does mine, but Jesus. Twin Suns relies on that.
Okay, yeah, the
All their
Shang-Chi
movement.
link was wrong. I fixed it. Thank you.
Which one is this? That's right. Okay, I'm going to change that.
Alright, give me a sec to finish my setup. I'm ready. Don't forget you have to click both start game and end turn at the start.
Yeah, what that house guy?
The house dude is my king's chariot. He's my
Chariot.
reinforcement. He's a rook to 4. And he can be placed on my back rank as a turn.
Okay. What I'm going to do, obviously, this. Oh shit! I can't start yet. Shit. I have to start the timer. Dot game. There we go. Okay.
Don't try to be funny.
So if I were to put this here, I couldn't take that.
No. I'm gonna deafen.
Okay.
Now I can actually talk about the game again. That's annoying. I guess I'm going to file this one then. There's only 2 left, and he's moved a lot of scouts. So I have no choice in the next couple moves but to actually use my salvo. Okay. That's fine. See what he wants to do. Alright. He's starting to get in his time bank. I'm already up a minute. That's reasonable. Okay. So I guess I'll delete this one. Doesn't matter. Kinda does. I have to take initiative on that. There are some Lancer moves that force me to do tempo stuff. That's annoying, but it's fine. Do I bother doing the other thing? No, I'm just gonna kill the last of these. I think I'm okay with that double stack there. I'm less okay with other stuff. I'm done with that. Now let's get moving. I think I'm going to actually move my horse between the cannons, make them hold hands. Interesting. Not a bad move. Not a bad move at all. Is there any counter tempos? I could start there. I could just move this here, target the Keshik. That's the easy play. Yeah, may as well. I'm trying to be up on time. He has less experience moving with time trouble. That's fine. He's not actually threatening anything. I'll just move this rook. Well, it protects the scout. Does that matter? Do I care? Not really. So, thanks to laming, he's not doing those. I mean, he's targeting that. That's a real threat. Do I care about that? Kind of. Let me just do this to cover my bases. But that locks me out. Hell of a way to start this off, Roland. You sure? What about just stacking the rooks here? There's almost nothing you could do about it at that point. Alright. I trust you. I'm up a minute. I'm just gonna barrel it down. It's so simple and kind of stupid. He could move the scout here and force me to take... Well, it doesn't force me to take at all. The scout can't fucking promote. I could take with the king, I could take with the horse. Yeah, I can ignore that scout move if it happens. My next move is probably just push that soldier. See how he handles it. What are my promotions again? Let me pull it up. I'm pretty sure my options are horse, cannon, rook, but let's double check. Oh, fuck. Show me. Do I even have promotion? I probably do. Cannon, chariot, or horse. Good. I would love a third chariot here. The Keshig and the Lancer are actually blocked out by those two scouts. I made a good choice not deleting that last scout there. Oh boy. And I have a very stable formation thanks to my horse elephant opening. He's trying to open it up. Let's just start pushing, see how he handles it. You could take it. You couldn't before. It's a bad call, but you can. I can't move this horse. I didn't notice that. The horse is the only thing holding my cannon down from the Keshik. I could move the other cannon forward, but then that dies. Okay. I think I have a win con, and I don't think Liam can handle it. The archer can come help. That's a big deal. Well, it can try. My cannons are also supporting this. I'm up 3 minutes. He's gonna get in time trouble and just lose. I have the most straightforward attacking idea in the world, and he can't do anything about it. What is he trying to pull? No worry about it. I've crossed the river, so now my guy can move and attack sideways. Your scouts ain't doing shit, dude. I mean, I guess you could put them together now. That's important. Yeah, they can move here and here and create like a little outpost. That's not a real threat. What are you doing? Oh, you promote in the corner? No, I just kill it with the fucking rook. Okay. Noted. Do I even bother? Let's threaten this Keshik first. And think. I don't want to decentralize my elephant, but it's also kind of fine too. I could commit... Stop. I could commit this. So, okay, I need to think here. Alright, so my options are to take this, he takes. Then my win con fails. It's on the wrong side of the river, it doesn't do much. My other option, place that down. Placing that down is a bit of a commit. Oh, it just dies to the Lancer. Okay, I don't have a choice. I'm glad I thought this through. Still up 3 minutes. Let's go here. How do I want to do this? Let's just do that. Intervene. This is too many eggs in one basket. I don't like how this is going. The smart play was probably just to capture. Now my cannon is pinned to my own rook. I don't like this. It's kind of just to get the double stack back, right? Because I want to maintain control of this file. Hard to say. If I go here, this just takes. I could go here first. He has actually a pretty tight lockdown on my elephant and pawn structure up in front of this cannon. Let's get in and see what we can do. Might take with Lancer, thinking he can get away with it. He can't. All of this still works for me. Let's see if he misreads it. Wait, who did Liam beat? Liam lost against Lolo and lost against Alexander? Okay. I thought he won against somebody. I'm up 4 minutes. Interesting. The intervening check. Which of these files... I have better control of this file. I'm still locking myself out either way. It's fine. Yep. So that threatens those two. That one is actually hanging. Let's get the check in. Big risk on that square. Pay attention.
Admin time.
Okay, now I have to prevent that, which means it's time to deploy this thing. Hate that. Yes. Beautiful. I think I win now. Ooh, that was on somewhat purpose. Let's take here. Still has another Keshig, but it's blocked. No messages about him resigning or anything. He's still playing. Okay. Go here with tempo. Open up the cannon lines. That's double protected. The Keshig is able to get into the game now. Oh, you're worried about that? My guy. Let's do this first. I could trade Lancer. Let's actually do some calculations. So I have 2 rooks and a cannon and both horses. My opponent has Keshig, 2 Lancers, 2 Archers, and a Katoon. Four, 4, 2, 2, 4. So that's 12, 16, plus 6, 22. Okay. And what do I have? 10, 16, 20, 26. So this trade favors me. Not by much, but it does. Let's wall it off so it can't escape. Try to win a archer with this tactic. See what happens next. The goal is the king can't get close to protect it. I'll move this up and win the archer with my rook because it'll be pinned to the king. Yep, didn't see it. Wait for him to end a turn. The Katoon can try to get involved, but it won't work. Same with the king. My cannon move wins this archer. Ah, I see. That actually is a good defensive resource. Well played. Haven't crossed the river yet with this or this. This is protected, this is not. I could do this, but then just takes, and that's protected suddenly. I could do this. Well, that deflects. Okay. He's not going to be willing to just take that then. Let's see what you do. He hasn't forgotten how anything moves yet. Was I wrong about that trade favoring me? Probably not. Right? Okay. Does this trade favor me? Not really, kind of. I'm objectively winning. It's just extremely hard to prove. Do I have many other choices? I could go here. That he takes. No, he can't take either of these. So I'm not under threat from the Katoon. I need to think here. So, on paper, is it winning to do that? Yes. Well, no, he still has the Katoon. It's not just the Keshik. There's a Katoon and an Archer left. So Keshik, Katoon, Archer versus Horse, King's Chariot, Cannon. Closer than I would like. Let's keep my rook in play for now, but I may come to regret that. And my horses are actually kind of offsides. So I need tempo. What's the tempo on the Keshik actually do? Not a lot, but it does work. I'll just do this. It'll give me an opportunity to rotate my rook around depending what he does, and it gives me the opportunity for him to blunder. Because there's a few squares that just do not work that the Keshik could go to right now. Kind of forced to either back up with the king or go exactly one diagonal into the center column. Interesting. Yeah, I need my rook in play to not lose to a scout promotion. That's part of the problem. My cannon is very carefully placed right now, too. Does that one work? Okay. Oh. Fuck. I forgot to press the button. Yeah, that one kind of works. It does threaten. So, counter tempo. My structure is extremely solid. Let me just make it all work. I also could have moved my soldier forward. That would have been interesting. That was probably better. Fuck. I should have moved my soldier forward. What did you just do? Did you take something? No, you're just pivoting. You're threatening this? I'll just go here. That prevents both of the plays. Okay. You do get that check. Everything is protected. Except for the fucking horse. I'm gonna lose this game. I have to win on time. But he's doing fine on time. He still has 7 more minutes to try to convert this position. He didn't do it. He didn't kill my horse. Does he think my horse is protected? I'm amazed. Okay, let's get my horse the fuck out of there, develop a check.
Admin time.
May undeafen to talk to him. Yeah, man, that's check. There we go. Let's just... Which way do I do it? This check first. Get the fuck out of there. Probably the Lancer. If he does the Lancer, I just trade. Yep. Beautiful. We love that. He's just sacking?
So at the end, right, I showed my hand fucking early with that, not realizing I was in check. But even then, like, after that, I became all flustered and just started fucking blundering left and right.
Yeah. You were just trying to make moves and weren't reading.
Well, it was after, my what's-his-face, my guy. This fucking cannon blunder with my guy fucking sealed it.
Oh, where the Katoon died to the cannon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you
That's
capture
when I
the
got
elephant?
flustered and made a move, and then it died. And I was like, oh, well, fuck.
I was mostly, well, it wasn't a full blunder, because you had this move on move 55, I'm streaming.
Oh, yeah, let me join your stream.
Which forks the cannon and the king. Only good move is for the king to just move back, and you pick up the cannon, and then we have to play from here. And you still have
there was no realistic way for me to checkmate you.
Yeah,
after
it was
losing
purely
that.
going to be an end game fight where you have to prevent my promotion. I think with enough time I would have been able to improve my position enough to win, but there was tons of opportunity for me to fuck up still, especially with only 7 minutes left.
You have 2 horses and a
King's Chariot.
and that dude and a king's chariot.
And with lambing and leaping, the horses kind of match the Keshig on their own, and this is definitely better than Archer.
Well, I'm talking defending from from your promotions.
Yeah.
Which really, okay, so the promotions, defending against them.
Mm-hmm.
The long range piece is the archer. That pawn isn't doing anything. Realistically, that guy's best option is to turn into a Katoon himself.
Oh, great. So I either... Wait. So
But
I
the
either
odds of me
beat...
getting him to a Katoon were too low. I wasn't gonna get him across. Uh,
The plan is simple. Beat Lolo to win the
I
tournament.
have not gone first once this tournament.
Thing.
I have not won one game this tournament. Well, it was expected. I haven't played in months.
I mean, it's dusting off the rust, and you weren't playing absolutely terribly. You just haven't had practice with the time pressure.
Well, the
And-
time pressure, I knew it was endgame and I had 6 minutes left, so it wasn't that big a deal.
This is actually my first time playing Titan's Battalion with a clock.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played with a clock either.
But I like it. I think this time control is pretty solid.
20 plus 5.
Yeah. Yeah, when it gets down to like 8 minutes, my heart starts beating.
Me
Pretty
too.
hard.
That's why I lost against Watermelonely, or one of the reasons is my hand was shaking so much I ended up clicking the mouse when I didn't mean to. I've calmed down.
Bro, your hands shake a lot.
They do.
Oh, you're going second? Alright.
Let me message Lolo.
Bro, I literally pinged you with the freaking me doing the coin flip for it.
Oh, I noticed DMs more than pings. I have over 1,000 pings. Or over like 100,000 pings on Discord.
You should fix that.
I also have over 100,000 pings on Discord. The only reason I keep track of the TB ones is because I click through and read every message in all the channels.
I.e., he has no life. He does this. He does this Discord server and makes the website.
That's pretty much it.
And
Right.
I'm taking over a good amount of the Discord server at this point.
Yeah, you seem to do that. It's pretty cool. Not take over, but like get involved in a server. What? How do I exit the watching without exiting the... There we go.
Well, you see, Vault, it was like, I don't know, 5 years ago at this point, and I stumbled across this place because you put a new channel in ASC, and it was like, oh, this is neat, and I've been here ever since.
It's a fun game. It's the only reason I'm here. It's so fun, I stuck around. And a lot of things are not that fun.
Valid.
I stuck on the side of the ship like a barnacle and just kept growing a bit.
Fucking awesome. Oh god.
No,
Well, you know what?
Not full.
You've grown enough that you're steering the ship left all the time.
Oh,
Not in a bad way. Starting to like do tournaments and stuff. That's really cool. Oh yeah, where'd you move the Gluttony's at pin?
It's
in general.
still.
Oh, I
You
guess
just
I
gotta
can
scroll
still
down a
see
little
it.
bit. Okay, how do I fight Spartans? If Lolo doesn't play Spartans, I think I have an advantage. But Lolo is probably the best Spartans player we have right now, and I am nervous. Because I haven't had that matchup all tournament. At least I know what to expect against Empire or Horde. And plus, Lolo's the type of player that might still show up with a Shogi or a Frost Beast.
Yeah, where the heck is it?
Alright.
Honestly, Roland, I think you have the advantage against any opponent in this tournament if they pick Frost Beasts.
This is true.
Oh,
Frick,
I
it's
just didn't
Spartans.
register
Okay.
it. There's a bunch of links in text, so my brain didn't register it.
They have the opportunity to make one of my cannons not have initial pressure. It's Spartans, though. The kings sit in the bishop spots, so that would immediately have a cannon pointed at one of the kings and not a lot of easy ways out with salvo. Interesting.
Arcane.
Right, I've actually looked into this opening theory before. Do I remember it?
Okay, I have to look up what the guy was.
Okay, centralized. Right.
Oh,
And then I
how
just have
about
to have
neither
my
of
thing
us make
available.
illegal moves this game, Vault, since I forgot to add the button to add time for illegal moves.
Oh, that's an option?
Good luck. Reminder.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a thing you can do.
First, hoplite, and I only have 2 salvo. Oh, okay. I guess we're playing on the bigger one.
It bugs me that it counts up and leaves the time bank with that.
Okay, so right now I am attempting to do tactical opening pressure and primarily to cause time trouble, because I do remember generally how this opening goes, which means Lolo is probably flying blind, especially because I misutilized stuff last time. So I think I have the opening prep advantage here because, well, Lolo only has 2 more turns to prevent Cannon from having a favorable trade with at least one of those involved. Let's preemptively prevent some of the issues. I'm going to go this side this time. Is that a good call? No, actually. Let me think. It's fine. Alright, only 1 turn left before that bitch dies, but it's fine. Because the hoplite can just move. That is incorrect. Time to use my last one of these. Because I could do it with tempo, which is beautiful. I'm out of salvo. Have to be careful. My hand is shaking too much. Because this game decides it. Lolo is currently 3-0 and I'm 2-1 in the tournament. And this, if I win this, we'll both be 3-1, but I'll have the tiebreaker. Beautiful. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's finish normal development. Let's open up this rook to file. I'm saving the King's Chariot as a defensive resource. So the lieutenants are basically useless on my side of the river. Thanks to the combo of 4 winds plus leaping affecting them especially bad. So I need to keep... I could basically ignore them. The only pieces that matter are the extra king, the 2 captains, the warlord, and the general. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Keep the developing moves simple. I'm up 2 minutes. I think I'm going to file the chariot right there. Perfect. Now I get to do it with tempo. Let's see where you're going. The warlord is actually more important than the second king if I get the option between them. This opening has not gone well for Lolo. I've gotten most of the development I want, and Lolo's gotten very little of the development that he wants, which is a good sign. Also, the Warlord is pretty pinned down on the current board state. Not completely, of course, but the number of options for moves is super low. Laming and Four Winds both affect the Warlord particularly hard as well. The General is definitely better here. That's fine. I could just Riverbank my Chariot here. The risk would be that move, because my horse is unprotected. But it's only temporarily unprotected. I can literally just drop the King's Chariot here, and then all my stuff is still held together pretty well. And then I have the double check coming. Interesting. But it's not a true double check, so it'd be just a horse for... So that would force the Warlord there, which comes with tempo. So rook for... So that doesn't work yet, but it could soon. Oh, shit. What if... Because that forces that there, and then that lets me fork? Yeah, and I win the Warlord. Well, no. They could still just do... The second king is annoying. Yep. I'll do this, but I'm actually not going to capitalize super hard. That wins my rook. Fuck. Oh. Go back. I think I just move the rook over first, and then I can think about it. Yeah, that way I'm not hanging anything. Just keep chasing the Warlord. They can't kill my rook in the corner, thanks to Four Winds. Oh boy. Let's see where the pieces end up. This Warlord gets to move again. Thanks to laming, it can't actually move to my side of the river. So the only options are pinning it to their own king, going into the corner, or going there in the center, which the rook would still kill. So it has to go in the corner. I have chased the Warlord into the corner. This opening is going amazing. Oh, that's an option. Okay. Neat. You're not actually threatening anything there, thankfully. But you are preventing my horse from moving, and in the long term it could become annoying. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. How do I fix that? I think that eventually kills my horse, but emphasis on eventually. Let me read out like possible ways to get out of that. Or I could just go after the king like I planned. Let me continue reading it though. The main one is actually to drop that right side cannon back a square. With something on that central spot, and that would zone it out. That would also allow it to move to the... Interesting. There's that check. It's not a mate, thanks to Four Winds, but it is annoying. It forces my king forward, which would suck. Intervening. Okay. There's no way to gain the extra check tempo that I want, and it also threatens my rook. Neat. Oh, it doesn't threaten my rook at all because it's pinned. Yes, it does, because it's not pinned. It's fucking Spartan pinned. This is also an option. It doesn't work yet, though. I could go here. Meh. Let me think about this more. Alright. I'm up 3 minutes. Let's use some of that time. Lolo has given me sufficient difficulties in response to my opening pressure. I could sack the cannon, but I need the cannon comparatively. It's way better. Despite my pressure, I don't have as much as I would want going on here. Lolo's taking advantage of the fact that I won't kill the lieutenants. The good news is, because it's a cannon, the capture comes with check, so I can just move this to one side and then back off. Yeah, and that gives me a faster route to kick the warlord back out again. Annoying, but necessary. And that gave Lolo time to read as well. Still up only 2 minutes. Let's get this game moving. And Lolo's deep in the time bank as well. Interesting. That forces me back, which is probably nice. Now what? I have double check coming. Well, not double check. It's fucking Spartans. God damn it. It does open up that square, which is nice. Let's attack the warlord. Get that fucker out of here. You do get a move with check first. What was my response to the check? I had one. Oh, it's just king forward. That's annoying. Oh no, it's just capture the fucking warlord because of the cannon zoning. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you could do here. You have to back off somewhere. Where's the only safe spot? That one. Nope, that doesn't work either. That one. You have to go all the way back there. That's funny. Oh, that doesn't work either. I have trapped the warlord. It has to desperado for the horse. That's beautiful. Does that square work? No, cannon. That's fucking funny. Oh, yes. I think I win this game just off of that. The warlord is still a good piece, even with laming and leaping. Warlord for horse is such a good trade. I have dismantled this game. Okay, let's not get cocky. You can still fuck this up. The general is still terrifying. Not as strong as it could be, though. That's gorgeous. What a beautiful checkmate of the warlord. I love that. I love that so much. Ooh, Desperado's this way. Interesting. Yep. Forgets about Four Winds' forward capture. Which means Lolo's unfamiliar with the matchup. Excellent. Being down the advisor kind of sucks. But it's probably fine. Let's see. What do I want out of this? I have the tempo move. What can I gain? What can I gain? This is basically a knight, right? So I could go here or here, and where normally I wouldn't be able to. And if they take, I just take the king. And it's a very good... well, it's not a good trade, because I lose the cannon and the horse. Okay, so it's just an okay trade. I could just reposition the cannon. I could file the other chariot. What does that even threaten? Not much. The cannon reposition is more interesting, to be honest. But don't they just sidestep the lieutenant again and keep zoning me out? Yeah, because it's only one square. Then let's do some real development. Real development with real consequences. Okay, that's neat. Simple move. I'm up the warlord. Do I get rid of that just to make my life easier? Sack the horse to get rid of the extra rook or the extra king? Not a real threat. I do it. It's bold and it gives too many chances, but I think it's correct. Especially when I'm up time. Okay. Now let's figure out what to do next. Probably just this move. Threaten it.
Admin time.
Okay. So I am hyper focused right now. I'm doing my best. Sorry the commentary hasn't been amazing. It's just Lolo is, especially with Spartans, is probably one of the strongest players that plays regularly right now. So it's gonna depend a lot. What move did? Am I desynced? I am. Okay. So that move. That protects just fine. My cannon isn't where I want it to be. This rook is in the corner. My development is tripping over itself right now. I could just start pushing up this side column here and see what he does. That seems reasonable. Because I don't think he can actually attack right now. We just have this massive attack all on one side of the board. Still plenty of material on both sides too. The lieutenants are just better elephants in this case. Much better elephants. But offensively, they're almost worthless, but emphasis on almost. They're still worth at least a pawn offensively. So they're probably worth 2. Yeah, that makes sense. That doesn't do much, but it does open up the captain for a push. Let's see where this lieutenant's going. Especially now that the soldier's across the river. It's being oppressed. Do I trade for it? It's a marginal trade. I'll think about it in a bit. I just like the fact I have this open line to start trying to do stuff. I think he can't stop me, to be honest. This is an absolute onslaught. Interesting, but doesn't do much. Still doing this. Now what? A neat idea, actually. I kind of like this. I literally can just take the lieutenant with this and be fine, though. Oh, and this also wins me that. So do I threaten there? What's the downside? The downside risk is super low. We're doing this. I think I still get the hoplite this way, but it gives me more development faster. Cannon for captain is a very good trade. Yep. Interesting. If I literally just sidestep this one, how much panic gets put into his heart? End turn. I still have an entire King's Chariot reinforcement. It's unprotected though, which does cause some problems sometimes. By unprotected, I mean specifically this rook is unprotected. The one I just moved. They both are. Sometimes they have to move around in order to hold hands properly. Turns out I misjudged which elephant I should have moved in the early game. I would love to have the opportunity for a King's Chariot where that elephant is right now. It just moves out of the way. Yeah, fair enough. Here I come. Ah, beautiful. Moves there. Counterpoint. Well, first of all, that just hangs a hoplite straight. So is it better to push this or to take the hoplite immediately? Take the hoplite immediately. I don't like one of the other moves that can happen here. Lolo is super in time trouble. Just runs. Understandable. That threatens that attack. That's extremely notable. King's Chariot to the rescue? Yeah. This was your only attack, and I just mitigate it. That's probably frustrating. We like frustrating. Let's kill off a couple more hoplites in this process. That threatens literally just the horse. But the horse is notable. Is there anything extra I can do real quick? The general is in play. I do have to respect it. That check. Because I'm on your side of the river. It protects the hoplite from the cannon. that general because of the backwards diagonal. Alright, let's convert. I'm about to be Titan again. This time the Dragon Titan. Wonderful. Resigns. Beautiful. And I win. How's it going, guys? Oh, True and... Oh, you both can hear me. Okay.
Yes, we can.
That snowballed very quick after the opening. I had a dominant game, that one. It feels wrong, but that does make me the Dragon Titan. Woohoo.